Spain is going from one red alert to the other, and even here in Benidorm town, that is normally sunny, nice and warm, we have big clouds all over our heads. There's quite a strong wind, but at least it's not snowing, and at least there's no hurricane storms in our area as it is in north parts of Spain. As you can see, the weather is still quite uncomfortable. There is quite a lot of strong wind. You can probably hear it even through the microphone. Many clouds in the sky. And let's head and see what's happening by the beach front. Even so, you can see some people are really, really brave. People are wearing flip-flops and t-shirts and shorts. But it definitely looks like it is pretty chilly out here. It's around maybe 16 degrees right now. And obviously it's not the sunny weather that we like to see here in our region. Many people wearing already winter clothes, or at least something to warm them up a tiniest bit. Ooh, there's quite some waves out there as well. The sea doesn't look quiet today. Definitely not. Cafe Roman has all its glass terrace closed with some warming heating on the inside. There is a red flag today. Wow, look at this. Red flag, no one at the beach, obviously. There's still a lifeguard though, just in case someone will think it's a good idea to get into the sea for a swim. But probably no one in their sane mind would do so. Look at this. Quite a lot of waves eating slowly but surely the seashore. In nighttime, probably it's going to be worse. Red flag here, but then the curious thing is that once you look over to the right side of the beach front, there by the lifeguard, we have a different flag. Totally different flag, which is yellow. How come? With a difference of less than 100 meters, there is red or yellow flag. It should be only one, either red or yellow, but not two of them at the same time. Red one obviously means that it's forbidden to swim, and yellow is precaution. But in any case, who would go for a swim right now, right? Look at the terraces. People are undercover, enjoying still some views of the Levante beach, grabbing some nice drinks, snacks. It's still not even midday. It's around 11 a.m. in the morning right now, and we are here with my hubby showing you the things. Oh, look at that, 17 euros. That's not bad for a menu of the day. Fresh cheese, salad, and anchovies, zucchini, cream, grilled meat or fish for a menu. That's not a bad option. 17 euros. It's quite a good price for a menu nowadays, trust me. Oh, the Bikini Beach Bar. Is it? It's gone. Look at that. Definitely does look very ugly when they do things like these. Like when they put things like these, paint on the windows, there's like graffiti. Doesn't look nice at all. Why to do things like this? Many, by the way, businesses right now are shutting down. We've seen a lot of different businesses that are for rent or for traspaso, which is like transfer of the, not the ownership, but like transfer of the business. Wow, there's a lot of changes out here. Some places never change and stay the same, like the Hotel Brisa, which is 4-star hotel. Lovely place, cozy place, small family-owned business that has been here for a really long time, and they are open even in winter. The atmosphere is very strange here on the Levante beach. There is quite an unpleasant wind. It's not sunny. There's clouds everywhere covering up the sky. It's quite cold outside. Being used to plus 20 degrees and more, it is quite chilly, not gonna lie. But still, there is a lot of people here. That's interesting. The Aula del Mar, which is like the sea museum, closed once again. They do. I feel like they still need to do some things on the inside. They need to improve it maybe. In summer, it might be busy, but now in winter, there's barely any people visiting it at all. Some mobility scooters, as always, here around and about and around, better to say. Quite a lot of them, especially in winter time, whenever third age people, pensioners, retired people are coming here to the area, they tend to get these mobility scooters. It looks like it's gonna be raining. Look at this. It looks insane. The sky definitely looks like it will be raining in that area. But hopefully in Benidorm it's not gonna be the case, because that will ruin some holidays for a lot of people who are coming here for the sunshine. Today is probably not the best day. The palm trees are moving. Every now and then there is a strong wind. But hey, it could be worse, if you know what I mean. There is north parts of Spain that are in extreme red alert, 10-meter waves. They're very, very strong hurricane speed wind. Here, well, yes, it is cloudy. It's not as pleasant to be outside as it usually is. There is some wind as well. You cannot go for a swim either, but it could be way, way worse than it is right now. People know it, which is why even the days like today is people are heading outside and enjoying some lovely, lovely walk. And even now, it is still quite busy. Look at that. It is still very, very busy here in the area. Oh, these are some ugly clouds. Maybe in Alicante it's raining. Look at this. Wow. And here we are protected more or less with the mountains, although there are some clouds. Not as nice outside, but still, it's a lovely atmosphere. People know it, and this is why there's so many people outside. The Lazy Cow here, all the typical bars around the area are still working full speed, even though it's a typical work day. It is Tuesday, which is the same day you're seeing this video, if you see it on the day it is published. So it's almost like a live video from Benidorm town. Some cleaning and maintenance works that needs to be done in the city in order for it to be perfectly prepared for tourists and locals to visit it. They're cleaning up all the drainage system just in case. As you can see, all the water from the night with the strong wind and waves came down here towards the Levante beach promenade. And if you do not clean all this area, the water can just build up out here. And obviously, the promenade could collapse in this area. So you need to actually check it and clean it regularly. Lately, we don't have so many floods in the area either, because Benidorm is prepared. They've changed a lot of sewage, a lot of draining systems and pipes to make sure that it is all good to go for whatever Benidorm has coming to it. People are doing some sports. Look at this, walking with their lovely pets, the Benidorm Palace car, making the grand entrance here. Remember those days when Benidorm Palace used to go with this big red, I'm not sure if it was like Cadillac or like an old, very old and long red car of Benidorm Palace. Had music playing on it, and there were workers like dancers, men and women, dressed up like with the show outfits, full on makeup and hairstyle, everything, sitting in the car, waving to people, inviting them to come to Benidorm Palace. Who remembers it? Because it was quite a while ago. And sadly, we don't see it happening anymore. Maximum what we will be able to see is this red car just passing down the streets with some music, and that's it. The dancers and performers are not there any longer, which is a shame. It was a good way of showing what you could expect during the show. And now it's not as fun any longer. The other remaining bars here nearby, the Bulldog and some other typical Spanish places, are also open, waiting for the people to come, waiting for the clients. But obviously, since there is not a lot of sunshine, well, people are not coming to the terraces because it's not as comfortable, it's not as nice to stay outside while the sun is not shining at all, because it's quite chilly. We get it, which is why all these places that usually are very, very busy are quite empty. This restaurant here for breakfast, combined plate, snack bar, usually is full, but it's closed right now. It's going to be opening up slightly later in the day. La Bahia Cafe and Restaurant, usually always full. They have some nice prices for drinks, snacks, breakfast, coffee, and full meals, which are like typical Spanish Mediterranean style meals as well. The Coco Loco, I think it's called. This place right here, which is well known for its cocktails, for some nice offers. King Coco, see? Somehow I think Coco Loco, which is the one that we have in Albir, this one is called King Coco, continues to work even in winter. They have a little bit of everything: drinks, snacks, pizzas, cocktails, and much, much more. Some rental companies around for bicycles, e-bikes, electric scooters, mobility scooters too, for quads, etc. I never know how these places do survive in winter, because it does feel like there's not enough people to actually cater for all the numerous rental places here in Benidorm town. But it seems to be working, because these places are still surviving even in winter. In summer, obviously, they have a lot more of work. Tobacco places here nearby. In many of these streets that are parallel between the Levante Beach and the Mediterranean Avenue, which is where we're heading on now to see what's happening out there, many of these streets are hiding some useful businesses. So obviously, whenever you're having a walk, check it out, because you never know what you might find. Lovely places to grab some drinks or snacks. Different types of shops for souvenirs. There might be a tobacco place, tattoo artists. There might be massage place, pharmacy, different types of shops in general, tapas places, and much, much more. So if you won't go down these small streets, you'll never find these types of unique businesses. On the Mediterranean Avenue, there is slightly less wind, because while we're protected by skyscrapers that are surrounding us from all sides, still a little bit of wind, but not too much. And we're almost in February, by the way, and they still didn't cut the branches of the trees. Hopefully they're not going to be doing it, if not now, not ever this year, because last year's they've cut it really, really late, and these trees were looking naked and very, very ugly. It wasn't the best image of the Mediterranean Avenue, so we'll see how it goes this year too. On the Mediterranean Avenues, where you will find bus stops, you will find rental companies like these. Is it Coat or is it Goat Rental? G-O-A-T or C-O-A-T? That's an interesting name for a rental company. There's some more rentals out here for different types of scooters or mobility vehicles. There's some hotels that are also open, such as Don Pancho, a gorgeous hotel. We personally love it. This is one of our favorite hotels, and it looks like luxurious, fancy, quality place for your holidays, definitely. And the service there is on top note. So obviously, even though it's not the cheapest place, obviously, to be, it's a great place for your holidays. Some new buildings here. I think that the vast majority of these apartments have been sold already, but still there might be some options on the inside. This is Monver Mediterraneo, a brand new building with apartments, and there's going to be some businesses right here, the place that is still closed. On the bottom floor, there is some office space and like business space that they are still renting out or selling it. So there probably will be different types of businesses out there. See, they have it here, locales disponibles, which means like business spaces are available. in the area. Brand new building, very, very nice one, with 19 only living spaces like apartments, one per each floor. That is insane. They've been building it for quite a few years already, but the biggest building works are already over. It's just the exterior and on the inside. So there's not a lot of noise in this area anymore. On the left side, we have the Hotel Rio Door as well. That's been refurbished recently. We've shown it to you guys after the refurbishment. There's some shops here that do have sales. These are like expensive brands. Emare. This is like a place that has sell Hugo Boss, Armani, Guess, etc. Then there's XXL big size shop here to a perfume place. Avenida, it's called. It's like perfume and cosmetics, you could call it. A little bit of everything, but mostly it's for perfumes and like different types of body gels and a little bit of everything. This is what it looks like. It's not expensive place at all, so you can get actually cheap deals in these types of shops here in the area. Pharmacy as well, very, very important place. Or some disco club. I've never seen it open, but we also don't walk here at night, so we don't really know. If you visited it, share it with us. Gaming salons right next door. Some supermarkets that do sell a little bit of everything, drinks, snacks, souvenirs, etc. Euro Tobacco, which is spirits, newspapers, top-ups. There is a money exchange place on the inside too. More bus stops that will bring you literally to any part of Benidorm. This side of the road towards the Levante beach is the one that will bring you towards Rincon de Loix, and here is where you can catch the bus that goes to Altea and Albir. If you cross the road, you will be heading towards the Benidorm city center, but you can always ask the bus driver just in case where this bus is heading to if you're not sure about it, because like this you won't get lost. Don't worry, you can just ask for it quickly. Does this bus goes to this way? Yes, no, or they will let you know which bus to take, just in case this one you're asking to is not the one you actually need. Look at this. We just said about the businesses, and some more places here that are closed. They were putting on some discounts, but obviously now by this time already it is closed. Some more places here. This was like a bag shop, I think. They were selling bags and they were actually quite all right, nicely priced. The thing is that these types of establishments are really, really pricey. They can cost easily 2, 3, 4, 5,000 a month. So obviously you need to sell a whole lot of bags to be able to allow yourself such an expensive rental, you know, which obviously wasn't the case for a lot of people here. Thus, places are closing down. Some more typical usual businesses that are here and always will be here are like Chinese bazaars, but that's probably because they own a lot of these places, so they don't need to pay a rent. Like this, it is possible to survive, but if you need to pay rental, which is really expensive in this area, how are you able to do so? Some more closed spaces, some hairdressers, real estate companies, Chinese restaurants nearby. A lot of places are closed for the season, others are closed forever, and third ones decided to stay open. New businesses like tattoo places right here. This one is a new one probably. Some more Chinese bazaars. And as you can see, even though it is windy, even though it's quite unpleasant to be outside, it's not warm at all, but people are still exploring because that's what you gotta do during your holidays. Taxi stops here also nearby, the beginning of the Mediterranean Avenue, and some more closed. Oh, Med 66 closed down. Look at this. This place closed down as well. See, that's what we've told you. It is difficult. Winter is difficult in our area. Unless you're like fully established business, it is going to be very, very difficult to survive. but many businesses still try their best to do so. And new businesses will definitely emerge before next summer season 2025. Thank you for accompanying us on this short walk down the Levante beach and the Mediterranean Avenue during red alert in Spain. That's what Benidorm looks like today. Hopefully, this is the only thing we will get. A little bit of wind, some waves, and clouds. We'll see you in a new video. Bye, dears.